August 4th, 40 years ago, Meghan was born, and she was born as a C-section, so she was put in my arm. I was the first person to hold her. Her little hand went on my fingers like that, and I fell in love with her, and I had been that way for 40 years.
Thomas had Meghan with his second wife, Doria. For many years, father and daughter shared a special bond.
Okay. Am I there?
I really do miss her.
I hope you're having the best birthday you've ever had. Thank you for everything.
But no longer. As he approaches the end of his life, he regrets the end of their relationship. He's never met his grandchildren, and he never hears from her.
Someday Meghan's going to realize that she's obviously missing out on a really good, tight-knit family. I mean, we're all still together all the time, no matter what, and you can't put a price on that.
Do you still love your daughter?
Of course I do. I love my children. I love my other daughter. I love my son. Of course I love.
They thought Meghan's drama had finally cooled off, but they were dead wrong. This time, it's not a palace clash or tabloid spin. It's coming from inside her own family, and that changes everything. When her father stepped forward, the calm shattered fast, and the story took a turn nobody could ignore. Thomas Markle didn't just speak up, he went public in a way that sent shockwaves everywhere. According to him, years of silence finally snapped, and what he shared raised serious questions about the image Meghan has worked so hard to protect. Not gossip, not throwaway drama. This was personal, and it landed hard.
Long before she was a duchess, Meghan Markle was a queen who people bowed to and cheered. She fished.
That's my daughter in the water. Everything she owns, I bought her.
She danced,
Everything
and she loved her daddy. These are the precious family videos of a father who still loves the daughter who no longer speaks to him.
This wasn't the kind of story people scroll past without blinking. It sparked intense reactions, forcing even longtime supporters to pause and rethink what they thought they knew.
Meghan Markle married for money, that she planned it all from the beginning, and the vision board with Prince Harry on it was revealed to her by someone who knew Trevor Engelson.
But this woman is nothing but a publicity whore. It's a term of art. We broke the news that she had Prince Harry on her vision board when she was younger. That was her goal, #goal, to marry Prince Harry. So it was all about getting the title. She's done that now. Now she's just stuck with this depressed ginger who has absolutely no family, no friends, and no money. This was not part of the plan.
Online chatter exploded, and suddenly the spotlight wasn't on old royal headlines. It was on family history and unresolved wounds. While the public waits, watching every move, the pressure is clearly rising. One wrong step, one bad response, and the fallout could get even messier.
This is Meghan's first trip to the snow. Dad took her up to Big Bear.
Her childhood was with me.
Rented a cabin for her first trip to the snow.
Every time we had a chance to go somewhere and do something, we would. And I got her through high school. I got her through college.
Right now, silence speaks loud, and every choice going forward feels like it carries serious weight. Before the titles, the luxury, and the Netflix deals, Meghan and her father once shared a close bond, or at least that's how Thomas remembers it. He said he supported her dreams, helped where he could, and believed in her future long before fame entered the picture. Back then, it looked like family came first. But according to Thomas, once royal life entered the chat, the relationship faded fast. Contact slowed, then stopped, and the distance grew wider over time.
I remember when she was born, big new addition to the family, and we just have a very young sister here.
Thomas Jr. was 14 when Meghan came into the world.
During the Oprah interview, when Meghan said she had no siblings, when she told the world she was an only child, were you disappointed?
No, I just made a little mark on my board and said, oh, there's another lie, click.
While Meghan moved forward into a new world, he says he felt left behind, dealing with his own struggles away from the spotlight. That emotional gap seems to be the turning point. From Thomas's perspective, going public wasn't about revenge. It was about being heard. He claims that if private doors stayed closed, the only option left was to speak openly, no matter how uncomfortable that made things. And here's where it really stings. Thomas insists the polished, on-camera version of Meghan isn't the full picture.
For many months, he couldn't talk, and even now, speaking is still difficult. But he'd give anything for a conversation with his daughter, Meghan.
I wish we could sit down and talk. I wish we could work out the differences. Meghan, she loved me. I'm a hero. And suddenly I was thrown out.
In his words, ambition always came first, and people who no longer fit the plan slowly faded out. Friends, family, critics, anyone who questioned the direction he says felt the chill. Whether people believe him or not, one thing is clear. The story just got a lot louder. And now every reaction, every silence, every public move is being watched closer than ever.
Like any proud parent, his home is littered with photos of his beloved children.
For the longest time, she wanted to be a dancer.
Each image is a heartbreaking reminder of happier times.
These guys can tell you how close we were, Meg and I. And I certainly spent a lot of my life with her. I don't know how she can throw all it away.
Thomas says he finally pulled the curtain back on Meghan's early Hollywood years, and what he hinted at wasn't pretty. He spoke about money tension, heated disagreements, and what he describes as a growing push to wipe the slate clean and rebuild her image from scratch. According to him, the goal was a flawless public persona, and if cutting ties with the past was part of that plan, he claims there was no hesitation. Now, every statement Thomas makes is dragging the spotlight straight back onto Meghan. It's forcing people to pause and ask the question out loud. Who is Meghan Markle really? Is she the warm, polished figure from interviews? Or is there another side that cameras never caught? After these claims surfaced, certainty quickly turned into doubt.
Determined to prove that Meghan enjoyed a close relationship with her father, the family decided to share a selection of treasured childhood videos. She and Dad had days at the ballpark and weekends at the lake.
What?
Dance movie outings turned into regular lessons, and Thomas filmed the sets he built for school show.
Thank you for everything. And my uncle's super.
As Meghan climbed higher in the fame game, the whispers started to follow. At first, it was subtle. Quiet looks, low voices, comments brushed aside. But over time, those whispers reportedly grew into louder stories, spreading across sets and behind closed doors. Former staff and insiders, according to multiple reports, began hinting at difficult behavior. They described strict expectations, tense silences, and moments when pressure filled the room if things didn't go as planned.
So before she met Harry, you had no doubt she was your sister.
My little sister, though, I said, if there was any descriptive qualifier, she was my little sis.
I would have loved to have had siblings, so I'm so excited to be pregnant so that Archie has someone.
Because she was quite clear. In her mind, she didn't have a sister, didn't have a brother.
But she did.
These weren't official statements, just patterns people claimed they noticed over time. And when asked about it, Thomas didn't exactly push back. Speaking with visible disappointment, he suggested that Meghan always expected things to revolve around her. From his perspective, that mindset didn't stop at work. It spilled into family life too.
Meghan Markle is always attempting to, shall we say, build relationships with very, very, very rich men.
Harry just can't give her anything else anymore. He served his purpose. His purpose is over, and they're no longer aligned in purpose. So it's for her, it's time to move on.
Soon, online chatter went into overdrive. Stories circulated about staff feeling overwhelmed, demands being labeled unrealistic, and confidence allegedly crossing into intimidation. Whether proven or not, the rumors spread fast and perception began to shift. That carefully built image started to show cracks. Each anonymous quote, each leaked comment, felt like another pin in a balloon stretched too tight. What once looked like strength and ambition slowly morphed into suspicion about how far she might go to protect her goals.
She was good enough that seemingly in her mind, she had to inflate who she was to garner false admiration and to be accepted by the royals instead of saying, look, I've worked very hard. My family was upper middle class. He put me through the best schools. He did the best he could. He loved me. He sacrificed, and for that, I'm grateful. Instead, what she did was engage in self-glorification and leave everybody else out of the equation as if she existed in a vacuum. In my opinion, she would still be a waitress if it wasn't for Dad.
Now even some longtime supporters are hesitating. They're asking themselves if the public persona was only part of the story, especially after Thomas decided to speak openly instead of staying silent. And when he didn't soften his words. Thomas spoke directly to cameras, claiming Meghan distanced herself from the family while publicly promoting family values. He described broken promises and said that during serious health scares, he felt abandoned. Claims that hit viewers hard and kept attention locked in.
That Meghan Markle really did expect Harry to be a billionaire when she met him. She was incredibly disappointed to find out he's only worth a couple million, and she's gonna have to actually work and hawk these jams and jellies and dog biscuits to have the lifestyle that she wants.
While Thomas says he was dealing with serious health scares largely on his own, Meghan appeared to be moving through a completely different world. Public appearances, luxury settings, smiling for cameras, and major entertainment deals painted a picture of success and momentum. And every time Thomas spoke out, viewers felt the contrast sharply. It chipped away at the underdog princess image one sentence at a time.
I made one dumb mistake, and I'm never being forgiven for it. And this show that they're on, they talk about compassion. There's no compassion for me. There's no compassion for my family. And there's no compassion for the royals.
He was turning 80 years old, very much struggling in terms of his health, but he had a stroke which took away his ability to speak. And despite the fact that his daughter and his son-in-law, Prince Harry, are two of the richest, most privileged people in the world, they are not paying a single thing to help him, not providing a dime towards his medical care.
To some watching, the story began to shift fast. The narrative no longer looked like a simple rise to fame tale, but something more complicated. People who once saw Meghan as a resilient fighter started questioning whether ambition may have come at a personal cost. And as Thomas shared his hurt and isolation, the silence from Meghan only fueled more questions. Was that silence about protecting peace, or was it strategy? That's what many viewers began asking.
Well, that's her first wedding in Jamaica. That's one of my favorite pictures. I'd like to have that experience with my granddaughter.
If you could get just one message across to your daughter now, what would it be?
As always, I do love you, and I wish we could sit down and talk about it. I'm not an ogre. I'd love to talk to her.
Each interview Thomas gave seemed to loosen the grip on Meghan's carefully managed public image, turning sympathy into doubt, one emotional moment at a time. Behind the polished statements and curated social media posts, insiders claim things were far from calm. According to reports, every time Thomas spoke publicly, Meghan's team went into damage control mode, fully aware that one unexpected comment could shift public opinion overnight.
I watched the royal wedding. I was watching her and I was watching Harry, and there was something, in my opinion, missing in their eyes. It didn't seem real to me.
Would have been nice to be invited.
For my dad.
Oh, for you and your brother as well. I mean, there are plenty of spare places in the pews. George Clooney's got a spot.
Yeah, and he came out later and said he didn't really know them.
Brand partnerships, major contracts, and a narrative built over years were suddenly feeling fragile. Sources suggest tensions rose behind closed doors, with heated discussions about how to respond. Should they stay silent, push back, or take legal steps? Every option carried risk. Some insiders say there was even debate about confronting Thomas directly, but that idea quickly raised alarms. The realization hit hard. Trying to silence him could backfire, drawing even more attention to his claims and amplifying the story instead of containing it.
She's already gotten the benefit of her bargain with Harry because she got the title. That's what she wanted. She wanted to be world famous. She wanted the title. You remember when Harry was single, he was the elephant. He was the one, the most eligible bachelor on earth. You could be a royal, you could become world famous overnight. You could live in a castle, you could have access to the crown jewels, you would be a princess. My God, yes, he could have had his pick.
As headlines multiplied, Meghan's frustration reportedly grew. What she viewed as a private family matter was now global discussion, exposing a vulnerability she had worked fiercely to keep hidden. With each new comment Thomas made, the pressure intensified. The image of the calm, unbothered Duchess started to show visible cracks. Every hint of more untold stories struck directly at the brand she had built, leaving her reputation feeling dangerously exposed, one interview away from deeper fallout. But the ripple effects didn't stop there.
There's a lot that's been lost already, and I grieve a lot. I mean, I've lost my father.
I believe she had a clear motive for writing family off because it would seemingly justify and perhaps delay the revelation of all of the lies that she had told the royal family.
As Thomas's comments continued dominating headlines, fresh whispers began circulating about Meghan and Harry's life behind the scenes. Despite the expensive homes and luxury travel, insiders claimed financial pressure was quietly mounting. Failed deals, stalled projects, and shrinking opportunities reportedly clashed with a lifestyle built on momentum. And with every new statement from Thomas, the narrative grew louder. That Meghan's reputation struggles weren't just personal, but potentially pulling both of them into deeper trouble. Reports began hinting that tension was building between Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, and the pressure was coming from every direction. Failed projects, massive security costs, and the non-stop effort to maintain the image of a flawless power couple were all colliding at once, while the financial ground beneath them appeared increasingly unstable. And then there was Thomas. Every interview he gave seemed to hand critics fresh fuel. Each emotional sentence pushed the public to ask the uncomfortable question: was Meghan's relentless push for fame worth the family fallout it allegedly left behind? Some insiders claimed brands were starting to hesitate. The constant headlines, the unresolved drama, the unpredictability, it all made partnerships feel risky.
Shot me, and now she mentions to me, is it worth dumping me for the rest of my life, denying my grandchildren? Is it worth all of that? Is it worth getting rid of her mouth?
Meanwhile, Meghan and Harry were reportedly scrambling to hold the facade together, determined to appear united as pressure closed in from all sides. Through it all, Thomas's blunt and unapologetic words kept echoing. His comments reminded the public of fractures Meghan had worked hard to keep hidden. Fractures that now appeared deep enough to threaten the very image she spent years building. Viewers couldn't help but wonder how long the act could realistically last. How much longer could the polished appearances, the luxury optics, and the carefully staged unity survive before everything finally gave way? With her father's statements hanging like a storm cloud, Meghan now appears to be standing on shaky ground. Every new claim Thomas hints at pulls the curtain back further, unraveling the version of herself she's fought hard to present to the world. The question isn't just what Meghan will do next, it's whether recovery is even possible. As more people question who she really is away from the cameras, the damage from this family conflict may be the one crisis she can't control. And while Meghan reportedly works overtime to contain the fallout, smooth the cracks, and protect the brand, the world is watching closely, waiting, watching, ready for the moment when the image finally breaks. And if you think this was shocking, just wait. In our next video, we reveal what Meghan's ex-husband allegedly said about her past and the moment she never wanted public. Click the video on your screen now to see how deep this story really goes. Like this video, share it, drop your thoughts in the comments, and hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. See you in the next one.